It's okay. We'll probably live.
God,
Maybe.
I hope not.
That's fair.
I'm gonna grab water quick.
All right, make sure to put it in the cup first.
Can we
another bottle.
replace Laundry Sucks? That's a terrible name. Magnus Adventure Guild with Sapo jerked off.
Yeah, I'm alright with it. We are the Society of Prevention of Juvenile Hands Reaching Citrus Types of Fruit, or Sapo jerked off, if you will. So, you see, we received this name in an orchard down near a place called Florida. And you see...
Brett, it doesn't matter how well you argue it, you can't change the name of your adventuring group. I'm sorry. It's guild rules.
We started in Florida. We can change the name because that's how the Constitution of Florida works.
Look, when you get into Florida, you decide the rules.
That's the new goal of this adventure, to find Florida again.
Can we not? I'd really rather not go back to Florida. At the last time I said. I would really appreciate this conversation stopping.
Okay.
Vietnam flashbacks.
Dude.
Once we defeat Jeb, we'll be able to change our name.
So
I guess we know who the big bad is.
Tim?
No, it's
Jeb. It's Jeb Bush. All we have to do is go there and clap, and then we can change our name.
Okay. Last time.
Yep.
You guys had departed for the find my map.
That's a weird place. Are we
You
close?
guys being Sapo jerked off, the teen name.
Yeah, of course. Right. You were heading to the Aranai Desert, and during one of the nights, yes. During one of the nights, while Allie was keeping watch, a giant shadow monster kind of floated past and then bonked her head and did a fuck ton of damage and then walked away. And good times were had. I believe you guys had made it. You guys had just gone through Valence, correct? You're on the far side of Valence.
That sounds like a
about
correct
to
statement.
go to the desert.
Yeah.
So whatever city's next to that, that's what we went to. We all bought
I believe it's
blankets.
called Miami.
We all bought blankets and coats.
Perfect. And it was your...
They were.
Allie's been tricked.
I feel deceived.
So yeah, you guys, I think it was your first night outside of Valence, and we were gonna start combat,
Yes.
and then my headset exploded or something.
Yeah, something.
Oh, you were drunk. Yeah.
I was drunk.
Ultra fucking drunk.
I was like a 7. Okay.
You were like,
I would say a
Out of
decent
5?
8.5.
as in 7 bottles of vodka.
Eric on his headset last week.
Did you murder those people, Brick? Yes. So yeah, It's nighttime. You guys are like a half day's ride outside of the city. And you're kind of in a hilly region, not quite to the desert, and all of you had just been awoken.
Awaken.
Is this area Billy as well as hilly?
Yeah, but not very alley.
Not yet.
Fair. Who had been keeping watch?
I nominate Laundry as tribute.
Same. Laundry does suck, and that is a terrible name. Magnes Adventuring Guild.
I'll say Smock was up too.
Okay. Yeah, so Chris, you're playing Smulk today.
Yep.
That is something I need to write down.
The name's right there on Discord. You can just read it from there.
I need it in my notes or I will keep calling him Tig.
Oh.
That's fine too. I can just sound like Smoke. Tied with bleach.
Okay. So Smulk and Laundry, you see this small group. From what you can see, it's about 7 or 8 figures. 4 of them are standard human-sized, and 4 of them are more like goblin-sized, and they're all wearing these like long black cloaks, and they're like creeping up on your group. They're not especially good at it though.
So they're doing that like sort of creepy walk, like on their tiptoes and kind of.
Yeah, and then they'll like kind of when they get to an open area, they kind of sprint to the next hill.
That's exactly what I was imagining.
Yeah.
Do they all have little mustaches?
You can't see any mustaches, but it is quite dark.
Laundry, I think we got some company coming in.
How pleasant.
They don't look like it. Look kind of creepy, if you ask me.
What do you suggest?
I think we should wake everyone up out of their sleep and let them know.
Well,
I'm sure they'll be very thankful for it,
do you have
even
any,
if nothing comes of this.
do you have any water?
Yeah, I just happened to put some water into this little container from a big container I had.
I'm gonna take it from him and do exactly the way that I saw Bradley do it previously. To Bradley.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Bradley.
What the fuck was that for, Laundry?
I'm here to alert you that there are some people. Did we agree that they're people?
I think they're mostly people. Some maybe short people. All of them are kind of fucked up looking.
Listen, Laundry. I'm going to cast a spell on you that's going to make you very, very effective in combat. Do you agree to it, Laundry?
As you wish.
Alright, I'm going to touch him, and I am going to turn Laundry into this.
So Laundry.
Whoa, fuck!
All right, now that that's solved, let's have the adults talk. What's going on over there?
People coming in. They're coming in.
All right, wake up.
They're coming in fast and creepily.
I start fiddling
Wait
with
up.
I start fiddling with Bradley's hair.
Laundry, I will stab you in your eye. Go and wake everyone up, Laundry.
You've got a kitten and no one knows where you've got it from.
I'm just gonna go put my face right in front of Alleyway's face, like 2 inches, and start poking her.
Laundry, go back to bed. She rolls over.
Okay, I'll go. I can't remember. I forget. I'll breathe again. Oh, Billy, right?
Billy.
I'll go to Billy next.
Okay, she's up a tree, so you're probably gonna have to shake it to get her down.
Gorillas climb trees, don't they?
You have a climb speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hop up there.
I'm gonna whoop.
Just start throwing bananas up there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll climb to the middle
Right.
top of this tree, and then I'll start like shaking your branch up and down.
What are you? Andre? Are you an ape? Okay, I guess I'll just have to ask. Oh my god. Okay, all right, let's go down.
Smoke, you see the group creep towards the closest kind of hill to block themselves from view from you.
Okay, so what time of day is it? Oh, I guess it's night. So is it full moon tonight? Is it like dim light or dark out?
It is dim light. It's
Okay.
not quite a full moon.
I can see in dim light, thanks to my skulker feet. And what's the distance we're looking at here?
You would guess, as they get to the far side of the hill, probably 50 to 70 feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna get out my my short bow, and I'll kind of go over to the group real quick. I'm gonna scout this out if you guys are fine with that. I can see well enough out here, and I can probably, see if they're dangerous or maybe even start the boog if need be.
What
That's
the
fine with
devil
me.
are you talking about?
Well, the things. The reason we woke you all up. They creeped over here and then they hid behind that hill over there.
We don't do sneaking around here.
Well, I do. It's kind of my thing.
Oh, don't be a baby. Brad's gonna go start marching towards the area.
I shrug my shoulders and I'll start to kind of flank around, like the other direction of the hill.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
All right.
Okay.
So, 16.
So you start to kind of creep around the hill, staying as best as you can in the shadows. And you see one of the small ones creeping around the hill to your group. He has a small crossbow, like a hand crossbow.
Can I see if it's already like loaded and drawn back, like the cord or whatever on it?
Yeah, it is. It is ready to fire.
Okay. Is there any like shrubbery around that I could hide in?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
I only have to be lightly obscured to hide, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hide in there. And is it walking alone or is it with others?
It seems to be like basically trying to do what you're doing, but much
Okay.
much worse.
Will there be a point before it gets to too close to me that like it would be out of the line of sight of the other goblins or the other ones of its group members?
Yeah, pretty soon. I would say 2, 3 in-game seconds if you want to like do something.
Yeah, I will wait till it's like out of their line of sight, and then I'm gonna like go for a sneak attack. And since I'm hidden, I always crit against creatures that are surprised. I have advantage versus creatures that haven't acted. So okay, that's 18 plus 6, so a 24 to hit,
Oh yeah.
and that will be with sneak attack. All right, so 12 piercing damage, or plus 3, so 15 piercing damage.
15. Okay. It lets out a little yip as you said it was a crossbow.
It's a short bow.
Sure. Okay. So the arrow kind of like pierces into it, and it starts looking around, but you don't think that it's seen you yet.
Can I hide as a bonus action?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
What are the
I am
rest
a
of you
rogue, by
doing?
the way. Yeah.
What are the rest of you doing?
Did you say we're up on a hill?
Yeah, you're kind of in one of the valleys. Yeah.
We're
Like I said, I'm just marching towards where we last saw them.
We're
So
up-
I don't know if everybody's following me or not, but
we're up on a hill in a valley.
No,
we're
like
down in
you're.
the valley heading up a hill.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
going up a hill. Oh,
Yeah, they're not especially large hills. They're like probably like 40 feet in elevation change tops.
We're in a valley on the top of a hill that is also in a valley.
is it
Can I get
gonna?
a diagram? I'm way too confused.
Is it gonna go over the other side and go back down, or are they like?
They're on like the far side of this hill.
How do we see them?
Falk
I told you they were there.
Smulk, sorry. Smulk saw them creeping like around the other hills.
Okay. I think I'm gonna pick Alleyway up and carry her with me.
No, just let me sleep. What the fuck?
She'll be like draped over my shoulder.
She like lightly pounds on Laundry's back and mutters, "No, just let me sleep." What the fuck?
It's like sleeping on a gorilla skin rug.
I don't know what that's like, but okay.
It's like walking around with her like King Kong and the actress.
Laundry, you need to shave your back. It's gross.
Okay. Why don't you all roll initiative then?
Damn. Okay, please. I see my dice have learned their lesson this Friday night. Okay.
Roll what?
Initiative.
Initiative?
Roll for ape.
Make an ape check.
Oh wait, I gotta use his stats. He has Dex +2, so that's actually going to be 13.
Okay.
What's your dex, Billy?
Mine is +1.
Oh, okay. I will be going before you.
And yep. Okay, perfect. Oops. 18. Okay. So Smolk, after the yip of the small person that you shot, you see the the other group that you kind of were able to keep your eye on. They just kind of disappear into this black fog. But you are first.
Okay, so I am going to. Was that black fog like kind of behind that hill still?
Yeah, they're still about 50 feet from your group.
All right.
40
Well,
feet.
fuck. Yeah, I'm just gonna like re-knock another arrow and shoot at that one goblin again. Since I'm hidden again, can I still get surprise on it?
Yep.
All right. And it still
Okay.
hasn't acted, so.
It rolled a shit perception.
All right. Well, I didn't have the greatest of rolls, so 5 + 6, 11.
Not quite.
Okay. Well, missed attacks don't reveal me, so and the arrow just goes somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it kind of buries itself in a hill. It's not like clanging off anything. So, you'll see this black cloud start to move around the hill, though. And at first, it just looks like the shadows are kind of like shifting around. But it seems to be a pretty compact group of shadows, and they're all moving, around human speed. And they're all moving together. Brad, since you are the head of the other group, you will see this kind of cloud of darkness make its way around the hill.
Mm-hmm.
And then a crossbow bolt will come flying out of it.
Towards me?
Yeah, towards you.
Okay.
And that was not good. So it does just kind of zip past. Oh.
Well, let me know if it is good because I do have shields prepared.
Cool. Yeah, no. Unless a 13 would hit you.
No.
Okay. Yeah, these two crossbow bolts come flying out of the mist. And both of them kind of one of them is a little high and the other one's off the side. Oh shit. Okay. And then it'll be your turn.
I'm gonna pull out my silver sword
Mhm.
And I am going to ready an action to attack anything that gets close enough for a melee attack. But otherwise, I'm just gonna hold my ground and wait for the rest of my party to get close.
Okay. Billy.
Okay, so how far away am I from these people again?
They're about 30 feet
From these
now,
things?
but you can only
Okay.
see like this
These
giant
people?
cloud.
What is that
Oh
supposed
my
to mean?
God.
Shit! Fuck!
Opponents. Opponents. How far am I from our opponents? Is that better?
Oh,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
those people. I see. Okay.
Those people are her opponents. This is why she lost her honorary lesbian title.
I don't want to talk about it. It hurts to discuss. Cast blur on myself.
Okay. Is that your whole Jim Jam?
No, that's just touch. Any creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Great. And so that's gonna cast on me, and then I am going to try to move up close to Bradley.
Okay.
And that will be my turn. Buff.
That is the thing. So 4 arrows are going to shoot out of this darkness. 2 of them are going to be at Bradley and 2 of them at Billy. Brad, that's a 23 and a 22 to hit.
So I have a 16 plus 5 doesn't even do anything, so I'm just gonna have to eat it.
Okay. It's not going to be a ton, but it'll be 9 damage.
Total, like between all of them.
Yep, between the 2.
Yeah,
the
cool.
2 shots at Billy will be a 12 to hit and a dirty 20.
Both of those hit. Is that with the disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay, so both of those hit.
Okay. That'll be even less. That'll be 7 damage to you.
7 damage, okay. A lot of good that spell did me. All right.
It got rid of a crit. That's good.
That's fair.
So yeah, these are also not the same small crossbow bolts. These are fully fletched arrows. If you take the time to inspect them while they're sticking out of you, they're quite well made. And
You read that? You said that like one of your fish puns when you're playing Animal Crossing.
okay. Laundry, it's your turn.
Did you say we can't see them anymore?
You can see one of them doing a shit job of trying to sneak around this hill. Other than that, you can see this like large black cloud.
Are we at the top of the hill?
Like halfway up, I think.
If we face where the bad guys are, which direction goes downhill? Is it behind us or to the side or?
Kind of towards them would be a slight downhill. But you're kind of like even on this hill as they are. But to your left is downhill.
Okay. Is there like a is this dense or is there like can I see a straight line free of trees?
Yes.
Okay. I'll roll Allie down the hill. In hopes that she'll wake up. And then I want to throw at the rock at the one guy I can see.
Okay. You are able to do both of those things.
Fuck.
Did you hit Allie?
12 to hit?
12 will hit this one.
Oh, wow. Sweet. Okay. Okay, I'm going to have to do this in the chat.
Honestly, Polymorph is probably going to be pretty dope, because...
31 damage.
Holy shit!
Fucking Christ.
You said he's only 30 feet away, right?
This one's like 20 feet from you.
Oh, yeah, so we good.
The blue blur is like 30 feet. Shit. Yeah, so your rock like squishes him. And you see him like start to glow for a few seconds, and then he explodes in this white light.
Good job, Laundry!
I'll pound my chest.
You'll see the yikes. You'll see the darkness kind of split into two groups, each one about 10 feet in diameter. One of them is going like up the hill and around towards you, trying to get the high ground, and it's gonna fire. That is 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3 arrows and a crossbow bolt at you, Laundry.
Yikes.
Do it that way. What's your AC?
12.
12.
You do have 157 hit points, and it works like being a druid, where it just, like, you get to eat it and then carry it over to your own hit points. So, like, you're fucking Gucci, bro.
This is dumb. It's great.
I also... Okay, I hit twice with the crossbow bolts. Jeez, that feels so bad. Okay. No, that feels a little bit better. So, Laundry, you'll take 12 damage as these 2 crossbow bolts egg into you. Hip pop. Which brings us all the way down to Allie. Allie, you got rolled down a hill.
I'm a bowling ball. Should I like roll acrobatics to see how far I tumble down before I can stop myself?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, cool. 25.
Okay. After the first kind of tumble, since you were half asleep, you wake up, and then the next half tumble, you're able to kind of catch yourself. So you're probably 10 feet from Brad and Laundry.
Great. How far is she from one of the 2 blobs of darkness?
30 feet either way. One's like in front of you, and one's up the hill.
Okay. She's going to stand up after being bowling balled down a hill and I guess she's gonna ready an Eldritch Blast on like an obvious enemy if she can see one when that happens.
Like the gorilla that rolled you down a hill?
No, that's just laundry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, laundry can be an enemy.
He could be, I suppose. We'll see. We'll see.
Ask Brad. Okay. That brings us around to Smalkfold.
All right. So, what is that one goblin doing right now?
It is currently a lightly glowing pile of goop.
Oh, so it's out of commission.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, like, where can I see the black cloud?
Yeah, you had moved a little bit of head, so there's one like 20 feet on the hill, and then probably 35 feet on the top of the hill.
But all of them are the obscured black cloud things.
Yep. There's now 2 smaller black clouds.
Hmm.
You could roll an Arcana check.
I could, but I'm not good at Arcana.
Okay. You don't have to.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Instead, is okay. Is any of you said I can see 2 that are separate from the main thing. Like, I'll pick out whichever one is like kind of set off from the others the most, and I'm going to fire at that one.
It was one like 20-foot cloud.
Okay.
Now it is 2 10-feet clouds.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
And both of those clouds have shot stuff at the other party members, right?
Mhm.
So I can't get like the. Well, they probably wouldn't even be surprised since we're already engaged in combat. So, yeah, I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna shoot an arrow at it, and I'm gonna do -5 using my sharpshooter feat for an extra 10 damage if it hits, and it will definitely not hit because I got a 6 on the die, and I have a +6 modifier, and so that cancels out, and then it would be -5. So I got a -5 for that attack roll.
Fuck, there was so much build up too. I was so hype. I believed in you.
But missed attacks don't reveal me, so I'm still just kind of hiding here in this bush.
Okay. So the cloud directly in front of you guys is going to move forward and advance on Bradley and Billy and Laundry. And as soon as it kind of starts to envelop you, everything just goes dark. The 3 of you could roll an Arcana check as it as this cloud envelops you.
That's a nat 1.
It got really dark out for you, Brad.
I forgot I was muted.
Oh, I gotta use this guy. Oops. Wow, the gorilla's intelligence is the same as Laundry's. 8.
Oh no!
Or no, 12, 11, 10.
10. Okay. Billy will recognize this as a form of the darkness spell.
I think this is a form of the darkness spell.
Landre, since you're the one that threw the boulder, they're all gonna lay into you, which is ooh, okay. Your AC is 12 right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one hit, one crit, and another hit. Okay, 2 hits and a crit. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop.
2 hits and a crit, like they just don't quit.
So the first hit will be 11 damage. The crit will be 28 damage.
Ouchie, wouchie.
And the,
Ouchie, my apey.
the final hit will be 13 damage. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, well. But yeah, and you guys are now enveloped in a cloud of darkness. Brad, it's your turn.
I think I'm just gonna back up, like 15 feet and see if I can see again.
Okay. Yeah, you get about 10 feet and your vision starts to return.
I'm going to swing with the silvered rapier, and I'll also use my ability. Dirty 20.
Okay.
Second one is 15.
One of those will.
First one, well, the only one I guess, is
Oop.
13, and my armor class is now 20.
13. Oh, okay. Yeah, you are able to swing out, and you feel a solid connection with one. And the second one, you feel your sword hit, but it kind of glances off the side. Roll a history check for me, or Arcana if that's higher.
All right. Sorry, I'm going to my character sheet.
Mhm.
15.
15. Okay.
For either one, it doesn't matter.
Okay. So remembering that Billy said that it's a darkness spell, you're able to kind of think about it for a second once you kind of get out of the darkness, and you know that you need a fairly decently powerful light spell to break it. You also remember that you have a magical item that does pretty much exactly that.
Is my drift globe a bonus action? Give me daylight.
I don't know if you even need.
I'll look it up real quick. 1 second. Drift globe. I'm looking. 1 second.
Oh, you're looking. Okay, we'll give you a second.
I do. It's an action, so no, I can't do it this time. But that's okay.
Oh, it is.
Oh, wait. If you are within,
Nope.
you can speak, and it can be used again. Yeah, no, never mind. I could just daylight right now, so I will do that as my bonus action.
Okay. So yeah, this this area around you floods with light, and you see the kind of cloud falter. There's 3 of these creatures that were hiding in it. One of the tall ones and 2 of the smaller ones. You see them all recoil as it kind of sheds light on them. How far does the
Brad'll flip them off. 60
how far
feet.
does 60 feet?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So the other sphere of darkness will also falter, and you'll see 2 of the tall ones and 1 of the small ones in it. They're a
Brad
little
will
bit
also
less
flip them off.
You notice one of the tall ones flips you off back. And seeing these creatures, they're not humans or goblins. They have pale gray skin and why is there no picture? They have pale gray skin and kind of like reverse jointed knees, like a goat would have. But other than that, they appear fairly similar to goblins and hobgoblins for the taller ones. And Billy, it's your turn now. There's 3 enemies right on top of you.
Hey! Okay, so I'm going to cast Acid Splash.
Okay.
Just on the one that's just, 2 creatures. So the 2 that are closest to me, are they within 5 feet of each other?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I need them to make a dexterity saving throw.
One of them had a good dexterity saving throw.
They have to beat 13.
Okay. One of them had a dirty 20. The other one had a 1 plus 5. So 6.
Okay. So the one that succeeded will take 4, and the one that did not will take 2.
4 and 2. Okay.
And that is all for me.
Are you still blurred?
It's a concentration spell, so do you want me to make... Is there a check that I have to make for that, or does the spell just fall? Because either one is fine.
You didn't take damage, did you? Oh, you did get, pegged. I forgot at the time, so I'll just say it's up and remember next time.
Okay.
That is them. So, Laundry? Is that right? Yeah, Laundry. Mr. Gorilla. There's 3 of them right on top of you.
I'm a punch 'em.
Punch, punch.
That's exactly the same attack I rolled last time. Fucking hell. 11.
11. Are you aiming at the big ones or the small one? Big one or small ones, I should say.
I'd go biggest first.
Okay. It kind of just ducks out of the way of your gorilla fist.
Second fist. Well, that's not much improved. 13.
Your second fist is kind of pushed out of the way as he straightens back, and he looks pretty unbothered by you.
Well,
Mr.
that-
Girl.
Jesus fucking Christ, Brian, you have a good bonus with this thing too. Like, what the fuck?
I have a +9 bonus.
I know. That's why I'm so upset with you.
Oh,
Laundry's gonna laundry.
apparently. So the three on the top of the hill are gonna run down with their darkness shroud canceled out, and they are going to also slash at this giant gorilla. Yeah. Okay, so that's a 12, a 17, a 23, and a dirty 20. Those all hit?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You are still a gorilla, so yes, they are still gung-ho at you. I don't know where that D4 went, and that scares me. 15, 18, 21. 5. Okay, so you'll take 29 slashy pokey damage as the three of them come down the hill and start to rail on you.
Wow. Could you?
Yeah.
Could you just use literally any other phrasing?
No, I really can't. They absolutely railroad you. Tracks meat train. So, Smolk, you just it's not funny when you put it that way, Brian. Smolk, you see
Goliath boys can't compete with BBC. Big black clouds.
Oh man.
You see 6 of these creatures now, like surrounding your gorilla friend.
Oh shit! Hold up. First of all,
Oh,
my
I'm
turn.
sorry.
Second of all, I had a ready to action for when that daylight shit kicked off and I started seeing stuff. I think I get a blasty blast and then a turn.
You do get a blasty blast and then a turn. I'm sorry.
Cool. No, it's cool. I'm gonna shoot one of the small ones on Laundry.
Okay.
One is a. That's a 16 to hits. The other's a nat 20.
Okay.
The 16 hits.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's 10 damage for the first shot, and then the crit ends up being 13.
13. Total?
Yes.
Did you double it?
I rolled 2d10s and added my mod.
Oh, okay. Fair
Yes.
enough. So this small one, after getting shoosty shooted with your Eldritch Bolt, is going to have like cracks start to appear all over its body, and then the cracks start to glow and it explodes. I need the 3 that were right next to it to make me a DC 11 con save.
Who was closest to it?
12.
Okay. Allie, not Allie. Billy, Bradley, and Landre.
What kind of save?
Constitution.
Oh, I keep forgetting to look at my guy. 13.
Okay. And Bill. Are you muted? Yeah. Okay. So another. Oh, I should roll for them as well, actually. Okay. This one as well kind of explodes in this bright light. But you were all able to kind of shield your eyes from that one. And Allie, it is now your turn officially.
Cool. So I think the first thing she does is look at her hand in amazement at the power that she has suddenly been able to summon forth in exploding her enemies. The second thing I would like to do is, what roll would I have to make to figure out what these creatures are?
I would say history, or maybe I think Arcana would also work.
Okay, well, she's not well learned, so I'm going to also selectively choose not to make either of those.
Can you please kill Brian's character for me, Eric? I'm just asking a quick favor, that's all. Anyway, that's all. Moving on.
So by the time it reaches her turn, there's what, 5 enemies surrounding Brad, Billy, and Lawn Drape?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, she's going to, I guess, continue to help out and see if she can explode another one, because I'm sure nothing bad could happen from that. I have a 15 on the die and a 16 on the die, which I think both hit.
Oh yeah.
And then that's 11 damage on one and 7 damage on the other, so that's 18 damage.
Are you still aiming at the last small one, or are you going for the one of the big ones?
Yeah, she's going to pick off the weakest first, so she's definitely going with the small ones.
Okay. Sorry, what did you say your totals were?
It was 11 and 7 for a total of 18.
18. Okay. So this one gets pegged a few times with your Eldritch Blast. Oh, hello. And it immediately just starts looking really, really rough.
Cool. Are there trees around? I think someone mentioned there being kind of trees.
There's like a shrubbery.
Is there something she can like take some cover next to? If not, that's cool. But if there was, then she'd move towards a little bit of cover in case they decide to shoot her or something.
You could go prone and probably get cover.
Nah, fuck that noise. She'll take her chances standing still.
Okay. Otherwise, you could get partial cover, I guess, squatting down in a bush.
Nah, she'll oh, you know what she'll do? She'll use her bonus action to use that her fancy armor dress of many fashions to change into her battle outfit. So she does a really quick magical girl transformation by spinning around.
Gonna Moon Tiara magic this shit. Oh, okay. Bradley. No, I'm sorry, Small, because I accidentally skipped Allie before.
So, I mentioned like at the beginning of all this that I went and like in an attempt to kind of flank around. Is there anybody that I have flanking with these people attacking the other group and them not seeing me?
One of the larger ones has its back turned towards you.
Okay, so I would get advantage on that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
so
others are kind of, they're still surrounding the gorilla, and God, I hate that so much, Brian.
Oh my god!
Why is it such a long gift? Holy Jesus!
Oh my god! Okay, so man, it's one of those that you just can't look away from either.
Focus, man, keep focus.
So I'm also going to try the -5 for an extra 10 damage. I'm trying to get an attack on, but The first roll definitely ain't going to do it. The second one is actually quite good. So 15 minus 5, 10 plus 6, so 16. Does that hit?
Yes, 16 will hit.
All right, cool. So it's going to be 16 damage plus 10, so 26 damage piercing.
26.
And since his back is turned to me, hopefully before he turns around and sees where I am, I would like to bonus action hide again.
Okay. You have to make a stealth check for that?
Sure. Alright, that is 5 plus 9, so 14.
Okay. The three of them that you did not shoot at are definitely still not paying attention to you.
Okay.
The other one spins around, but it looks at Allie, and it thinks that it came from her.
Nice.
Okay, I see what I did wrong. And it is actually going to run towards Allie. Mr. Gorilla would get an attack of opportunity.
Hey, it'd be great if you could just crush this guy before he gets up in my face. That'd be cool.
Let's see if I can roll anything.
No pressure.
Well, it's better. Let's see, 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
$22 bludgeoning.
Ooh. Okay. So as he like turns, you sock him in the back of the head, and you see him start to just fracture apart. And with a small explosion, this bright light fills the area again. Even brighter than the daylight spell currently being cast by the drift globe. Billy, Landre need to make con saves.
Again with the con saves.
13 like last time.
Okay.
6.
Okay. This one is slightly more forceful and bright than the last explosion. You're both blinded for a round. And you take 10 damage each
Ouchie, ouchie.
of radiant damage.
10.
10.
I got a 15. Do I take that as well or no?
No. Dagger. And Laundry, they're still all just gonna try and beat up on you. The ones that have gone or have not run away yet. That is 2. Can I add, please? 2 16s to hit.
Hit.
Hit for not a ton. Jesus, I cannot add today. For 11 damage. And now it is Bradley's turn.
I'm going to go up and attack one of the ones on laundry.
Okay. Going for one of the two big ones or the last remaining small one?
I'm gonna actually use Green Flame Blade and just do one attack on a big one.
Okay.
And that is a 21.
Yes.
I will also use my bardic shit. Why the fuck not? So that
Please let him have that homebrew.
It existed on Critical Role.
Oh,
Scanlan did a bunch of shit with shit.
gross. I could probably do something with shit.
Implying that you haven't.
As a giant ape.
So that's gonna be 24 points of damage.
Oofa doofa. He's looking pretty rough.
And my armor class is a 22, by the way.
Okay. Don't you get to bounce that as well for Green Flame Blade?
What do you mean bounce? Oh yeah, it does do a D8 to the one next to it.
Yep.
That'll be 3.
Okay. And since they're all kind of like crowding around each other, do you want to go for the other big or this?
The other big.
Okie dokie. All of my BBs are dying.
Peepees?
BBs, Brian. You pervert. So one of them is going to swipe right twice on Mondre. The other one will swipe twice on Brad. Where are all my dice? Yeah. Oh, Brad, your armor class is like a 22 right now.
It is, yes, and I will cast shield.
Okay. Well, then that will not hit you anymore. Dirty 20 definitely won't. Piece of shit. It was also a dirty 20 to hit Landre. So, Landre, you'll take 9 damage. Billy, you got exploded a couple times.
Yeah, I did, and I'm also blind this round.
You sure are.
So yeah, there's literally nothing I can do.
Well, you know the general direction that they're in. You could, like, throw a shatter. Or a thunder wave.
Oh my god. Alright, looks like we're throwing a bonfire in that general direction. Okay, yeet, I need somebody in that area to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh,
Someone in that area. Roll me a D6, Aubrey.
Ah! It'd be helpful if I didn't drop my dice. 6.
Okay. And you said a dex save?
S of DC 13.
Okay. Is there a penalty if they make it at all?
If they make it, it's half damage. So let me roll for that. So you take 5 damage. Whoever that is takes 5 damage.
Okay. Brad, you'll see one of the small ones get lit up with this bonfire that sprouts up from under it. But it is able to kind of like tumble out of the way to to avoid any further damage. I've got, and then it is, since it's kind of on the backside of Landre, it's just going to stab at him for a. Ooh, okay. Big number to hit. And you, Brian, how's the monkey looking?
Kind of bruised and battered. He's probably got some swelling.
Okay.
He's not bleeding a whole lot.
Go.
Wait,
Holy shit, what do you mean?
hold on. Let me double check.
I mean, I 100% believe you because, like, that ape is ridiculous, but wait till next level when I can transform you into something even better.
Yeah, mechanically he's bleeding.
Okay. You'll take another 12 damage as this thing stabs directly into your coccyx.
It's just that Brian's monkey has been spanked and it is bleeding.
You're fine. Landre, it is your turn now, and you are blind.
I guess I'll swing blindly.
Okay.
When
Roll at disadvantage.
last I saw them, were they within 10 feet of me?
Oh yeah.
Okay, first attack. Well, there's the 19 down the toilet.
Perfect.
Does a 14 hit?
14 does not.
Fuck. Second attack, another 19 down the toilet probably. Ooh, double 19s.
That will hit.
28.
You're fucking 28. Yes, will hit. Jesus Christ.
Bludgeoning.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of swing blindly and clobber one of them in the chest. It was the one that Brad had already gotten a solid hit onto, so it is looking pretty rough. You start to notice a couple cracks forming around his head. And Allie.
How many of these things are left?
3. One of them is small.
I would like to start by targeting the most injured looking one, if possible.
Okay. That'll be the one Landre just punched.
Good. Then I'll see if my first shot kills it, and if so, I'll move to the second one. If not, then I'll give it another shot. And I think that's only a 4. Yeah, that's only a 14 to hit, though.
That one will miss.
Oh, well, then that being lower will also miss.
But boy, did it look good.
Oh, it totally looked good. Allie's just way too busy being blinded by the light to shoot accurately anymore.
You know, you transformed into your magical girl costume. There was a bright flash of light, and that's all that people need to remember.
No, she's just so busy humming her own theme song that she's not able to aim. That's what's definitely going on.
Smolk, you're still hiding in this bush.
Yep. So, is there another big one left?
Yes, there are 2. One of them's really rough.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll shoot at the rough one. Are any of them, like, am I in a flanking position with any of them, or is any of them's back turned to me?
Yeah, I'll say this one is, since it just got decked by a gorilla, it's probably turned towards that.
All right, I'll do like last time then. All right. So that is a 17 minus 5, but plus 6, so an 18.
Yes.
All right, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, plus 3, so 15 plus 10, 25.
The cracks around its face deepen and continue to cover its entire body before it flares up in a bright light and explodes.
Oh shit.
Landre, Brad, Billy, con saves, please.
Yeah. And with this flash as a distraction, I am going to again use a bonus action to hide behind cover.
6.
13 and 9. Okay. So everyone is affected by this. Billy and Landre, you're just kind of able to get your sight back again, and you notice that this one starts glowing and just explodes in your faces.
It's like when you're surfing and you get like thrown under by a wave, and then it's every time you surface, another wave crashes right down on you.
Yeah. Everyone is blinded and takes 10 damage.
Oh my god.
Well, he's unconscious.
Allie, Allie and Smoke. You'll notice that the small one that was behind Landre also fractures and explodes in a smaller explosion.
Okay. Just set off the critical detonation or whatever, the nuclear thing.
Yeah.
Critical mass.
That one only blinds, and since everyone's blinded already, I'm not gonna make you guys roll.
Ooh, double blind. We can test some pharmaceuticals right now.
The fuck out of here.
The one remaining creature is like rubbing at its eyes, and it is kind of swinging blindly in the direction of the monkey, but one of them is gonna go back and try and hit Brad. Brad, does an 18 hit you?
No.
Okay. I'll just be sad then.
Simply, enemy tries to hit you, simply say no. They can't do it if you say no, that's illegal.
Landre, you will feel the sword slash against you for 11 more damage.
Ouchie.
Yeah, you're down to like 40 HP or some bullshit.
Oh, wow.
Fuck, Brad. You're blind.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. I'm gonna go ahead and Thunder Wave because I know there's something in front of me.
Am I still right next to him?
Probably.
I was just thinking that.
But that goes in front of me. It doesn't go next to me.
Yeah, but you also just got exploded, so did you get turned around?
That's right, it's a cone.
No, Billy is out of the way.
Alright, I need a DC 15 con save.
Oh, that won't do it. Landre, you will also have to make this, though.
Make what? Con save?
Con save.
Yep.
Con save.
Dun, 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 dun. 21.
So 13 and launched.
And then Laundry takes half of that.
Yep.
Cool. Laundry, you take 6 damage. Billy, you get to make a death saving throw.
I sure do. 17, so that's a success.
Nice.
And you're no longer blinded. Another success.
All right. Are we gonna need to have a talk about your bedside manner?
I'm keeping things positive. Laundry.
You've tested positive for dead.
Side effects may include.
I'm still blind.
You are still blind.
Side effects may include no longer blind.
I'm gonna do another swing.
Okay, roll at disadvantage.
$18.
High or low, Brian?
Low.
Okay. You miss.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Try again. Ugh. 14.
Okay. You feel your fist connect with something, but it just kind of grazes it. Brad. Laundry just took a swing at you.
I'm blind. I wouldn't know that.
He didn't take any damage?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
No, you stop being blind after your next turn. So you,
Oh.
yeah.
You fucking don't!
Does that mean I can see now?
Yes, you can now see. You kind of saw that that blur of a person. So you took the swings, and it was just Brad.
I like these sessions where Brian can only grunt instead of talk.
Allie, after watching one of your enemies explode, triggering a second explosion, Brad decided to make a third explosion, and then the last remaining enemy got pushed back behind Laundry, and then you saw Laundry punch Brad.
Metal. Billy went down, right? Is she adjacent to whoever they're fighting still?
No.
Is she within a blast radius based on what Ellie has witnessed so far? Would she be caught in a blast radius as this thing died?
Yes.
Great. How far away is she from Ellie?
She's about 30 feet from you, I think. 25.
Okay. Cool. Then what Ellie would like to do is move over to Billy and, if possible, begin. I don't know if she can just start dragging her away, or if she had to use all her movement to get there. Then I guess I'll just spend an action to stabilize her.
What do you have to do for that? Medicine check?
It's a medicine check.
Yeah.
I could do that.
No medicine check.
Yeah. I'm not trained, but we can pray.
Eldritch Blast does wonders.
I got a 10 on the die, which goes to an 11, which 10's the DC, so she should be stable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Live, damn it. Pound, pound, pound. Live. And before
So
her
am I
turn,
stable or do I have 1 hit point?
you're stable. You're not conscious or anything like that. You're still at 0, but you're not gonna die. And I don't think you need to make any more saving throws. But Allie, before her turn is over,
Okay.
will say out loud, before he explodes, try to push him just a little bit further away, please. Oh, and then she'll bonus action to turn her outfit into like a nurse's outfit, because that's what she's doing now, I guess. And this is just something that she can do now.
Nurse Sally to the rescue.
That's Nurse Way. Damn it. It didn't work for my degree for you to not use it with my last name.
Sorry. Small. You can see one of these guys left.
Okay.
You
I'm
will have
definitely good
advantage
at it. Okay.
because he's currently still blinded.
All right. And I'm still doing the -5 for the +10, so that's 12 minus 5 would be 7 plus 6 is
13.
13. Does that hit?
Nope.
Okay. So I miss. Boom.
But he definitely does not see you right now.
Okay. In this case, I'm just gonna start walking back to the camp stealthily.
Oh my god.
For its part, since it's blinded, it is just going to swing rather wildly. Oof.
My stealth is 21 in case anybody else tries to notice me or anything.
I'm gonna try to notice you. No, I nat 1. Fuck it. Never mind.
Okay.
It's raining arrows from the sky. That's so weird.
Laundry, you end up taking another 12 damage.
A wild Laundry has appeared.
Poof. 12 damage, sorry. Jeez, I know how to add. Okay. You also notice him nick his thigh with his sword, and it starts just gushing out blood. Wadley.
All right. I'm going to kind of crouch down and poke Billy in the forehead and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. And that will be 13 hit points back, friendo.
Ooh. Thank
Now
you.
quit laying about on the job. That will be another percentage point.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chuffton, sir.
It is your turn. Billy.
Okay, so we're gonna throw another bonfire. Whoosh, I love cantrips.
Dex save.
Yep.
Dex fail.
How much was that? I didn't hear you.
It failed. Six for the save.
I still didn't hear you. 6? Okay, so that'll be 13 points of damage.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the 4 of you that are not sneaking back to camp need to make me Constitution saving throw.
Oh, cool. Great. That's the
Swear
thanks I get
to
for trying
God.
to save someone's life. Yeah, awesome.
As this
Good, I
thing
got a
goes
10.
up and bonfire. 13? Ooh, okay. Okay.
Did you say who were walking back to town or not walking back to town?
No, only I am.
Yeah, camp. I said you need to make a con save.
This time it's the real Bradley. Or Landre. That was just as shitty as the gorilla. 5.
Okay. Everyone but Brad then gets caught up in this explosion. Brad, no doubt, using some of the others as meat shields. And they will all take 9 damage and be blinded for 5 seconds.
Okay.
Can I specifically use laundry as my meat shield?
Absolutely.
Did you even
Thank
see
you.
Laundry swinging himself around last time? He almost hit you.
Oh, he saw that.
Maybe you should be just... He could be a very distant meat shield. Like coronavirus distant.
So yeah, you guys have defeated the now piles of ash that were trying to attack you. And
I'm going to
nobody
collect some
died.
of the ash.
Okay.
Oh, it's Billy, actually.
Yeah, you're welcome to scoop up this ash.
How long are y'all gonna spend down there,
So-
like looking over the bodies and stuff, or the remnants?
I can't look over anything.
Couple minutes.
As quickly as I can when I get back to the camp before you guys do. I want to swap around everybody's like bedrolls and stuff to where they're in different places.
Good.
Okay.
Hey, Bradley.
look,
What, Allie?
You're smart, right?
What do you need, Allie?
What were those things?
Some sort of explodey boys, I would assume.
That doesn't sound like a smart answer, Bradley.
What else do you want me to say? I've never run into explodey boys before.
I just pegged you as someone who read books once in a while.
I have read books
Ouch.
once in a while, Allie.
Oh, I bet I know someone who knows the answer. Billy Away, you probably read a lot of books. Can you tell me what these things are? Because Bradley can't.
She uses one finger to push her glasses up her nose, and I would like to make an Arcana check to figure out what the fuck these things are.
yeah.
Dude, if Eric
Alright, that
calls
is gonna
them
be-
explodey boys, I'm gonna laugh so hard.
This would be Arcana, correct?
Yeah.
Or
Arcana
something
will work.
else?
History, if it's better for you.
20, not natural.
Okay. These are darklings. They're typically found in the Underdark. But despite that, they have a natural affinity towards radiance, like radiant damage, radiant light, that kind of stuff. And they are also fairly well known to sacrifice the smaller ones to blind their enemies if they need to make a quick escape.
Yep, she
Well,
just
they sure
parrots all
fucked
that off.
one up.
Yeah, they didn't do any of those tactics. They just fought until they all died.
There was a gorilla, man. Their mortal enemy.
Mortal enemy, the gorilla.
At first they were like, hey, let's do some quick hit and run tactics. And then the gorilla came out and they were like, no, fuck this gorilla. We are murdering this gorilla.
A long-standing hatred since the Great Gorilla War of the the Shadowfell.
Oh, speaking of laundry, I see that you shaved yourself. I don't know when you did it. I was blind for a little bit. But it's definitely a better look on you than being all hairy.
I'm gonna look at her kind of confused and reach up and touch the top of my head. How did that happen?
Must be magic.
Magic, Laundry. Magic.
Almost jinx.
Discord lag.
Yeah.
It's only been a few weeks, and Laundry finally knows now that he's bald.
There's probably a little bit of stubble growing in.
Well, I'm glad that the four of us handled that all on our own. That was a great team effort. And when you guys are done fingering Ash, maybe we can go back to camp and go to bed.
What the fuck?
Yes, all right. Laundry, you will be taking the first watch when we return, just so you know.
He says, and then he stops and thinks and says, I mean, very well, Bradley.
Did you like being a gorilla, Laundry?
He doesn't understand the question.
Laundry, you were a gorilla for a while.
You mean like the time that I was a bird and also a rat?
But much better.
I wonder what I'll turn into next time.
Oh, just wait and see, Laundry. Wait and see. And Brad will go to bed.
Whose bedroll did you use?
So after I was done rearranging the bedrolls, I put mine like behind like a nearby shrubbery, and then bonus action hid and went to bed.
Brad will walk over, bitch at Laundry about moving the bedrolls around, and then go find his and go to sleep.
Oh, wow, my bedroll looks a lot comfier than what I usually sleep in. And all my stuff looks a lot like Bradley's stuff. This is great. I don't know what happened here, but I'll take it. She spins around, changes into pajamas, and goes to sleep.
So, question.
Brad's going
Billy's
to
stuff was
walk
up in the tree.
over. Oh, God.
Go ahead.
Oh, Brad's going to walk over, grab Allie by the collar of her shirt, and just drag her out of his bedroll and say, "This is not for you to sleep in, Allie.
She
You
bonuses
have your
action
own bed."
to remove her shirts from her outfit and then goes back to sleep so he can't drag her away by the collar. And then she puts the pillow over her head.
Okay. Um,
Good Lord, Eric! I just noticed that gif. Holy shit! Like we've gone so dark in these shows before, but that might be the worst one. Holy shit!
Billy, I imagine your sleeping bag is still in a tree, but on a slightly different branch.
I guess I'm
I
gonna.
don't think this is where I left my stuff.
Everyone else just ignores that.
I guess I'm gonna
Andre's
stand to watch.
focusing on Moth. Okay. Next week we'll pick up here then.
Wonderful.
And if Smoke's not there, that'll be the most epic outro of all time.
Dude, as far as Allie is concerned, you weren't even here today. She never
Yeah.
once saw you.
Be like that one part in Dodgeball where they're like they say something about Steve the pirate being gone, and like the one guy's like, "We had a pirate on our team."
All right, that was fun.